The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Haskins will throw. And an alley to run. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
42-yard line.
Mike, 49. Hey, pick your game up.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Complete to Jones. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready? 22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Go. Ready?
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Watch the run.
They run again on first down. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On second down, Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook. 52 yards. And the NFC has taken the lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The AFC takes over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike 5'9",
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the AFC has retaken the lead. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you threw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he works free. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Check 43. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the... deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the AFC's 34-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Pollard. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The kick by Pinheiro is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Minshew. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On second down, Minshew. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not. And they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And it's complete to Kelce. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready? 8, read. Hey, Delta.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to. Like 22, he's coming, 22.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. DJ Chark, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Lambeau is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This one taken from the 7. So we reach halftime of the 2020 Pro Bowl with the AFC on top, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
Here's Minshew. The connecting here with DJ Shark. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You ready.
2nd down, Haskins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Hey, back up. Go.
Take it. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place,
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 41 yards. And the AFC takes advantage of the interception, and they turn it into 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead is now 13. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We got 4.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Third down, Dalvin Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On second down, it's Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, watch your leg. Check 52. Check your hot read.
On the ground, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. It's NFC football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now it's Haskins. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's Pollard, and he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out trying to get back on the field and trying to help their team win down the stretch.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
80 weapon. Yep. Hey, Haywood.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Bravo.
Check.
Now.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fielding just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Pollard about 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense for the AFC set to go now. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Fournette. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Mike 43. Mike 43. Yeah.
Clear.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 31, check 31. Switch. Kill.
Sit up. Speed grip.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yeah,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And he
can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and touchdown! Tony Pollard, 88 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Go!
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, Orbit!
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. All that.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Jim. Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike.
He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the run.
Go! Hey! High 7!
59. Mike 59.
61, matchbox lights!
Check 3.
Hey! Hey, Alpha!
Mike, check. 59.
Now!
On 4th down, Minshew. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad big pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, full of points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, full of points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damagers. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all